Hi everyone and welcome to Book Boop. My name is Rachel and today I have a book haul for you. I have 11 books to show you, and the scary part is I have accumulated these 11 books within a week's time. I have a problem. I have been gathering way too many books recently, mainly because I've been finding really great deals in unexpected places, and now I just have an obscene amount of books to show you. So I'm excited about it. Let's jump in. Now, in all these books that I'm going to show you, I don't necessarily know a whole lot about every single one. So some of them I can give you a little bit of an idea what they're about. Some of them I can't really give you a whole lot of information, but probably there's a decent amount of these books you may at least recognize. A few of them I've never heard of before, but there are some recognizable books in here that you may already have heard of here on BookTube because they're pretty popular. So let's go ahead and jump in. So the very first book I was super excited to find, and that is Enchanted by Gail Carson Levine. Now I have a copy of this book, but it's a mass market paperback. At the cover it has like the movie cover on it. I absolutely detest that copy. I hate it so much, and I just don't like reading mass market paperbacks. So I was so excited to find this book. I found it at Goodwill for $1. It is in incredible condition. It's a hardback, and it's beautiful, and so I'm really excited to have this really great edition of Enchanted. I'm going to get rid of my other one and donate it to my library to see if anybody else wants it and can find a home that will love it a lot more than I do. But I really love this story, and so I'm excited to have a better copy of this that doesn't have the movie cover and is not a mass market paperback. So that one was such a great find. I was so excited to find that one. I've got a hair on my face. All right, and the next one is one I've never heard of before, but it looked really intriguing to me. I can't really tell you much about it necessarily, but it looks like it's like a kid's book, and it's called The Humming Room by Eleanor Park, and the little blurb at the top says, "A novel inspired by the secret garden." That sounded so intriguing to me, and it sounds so cool. The description sounded really neat too. It sounds like very mystery-ish, and then it has, of course, the secret garden involved with it. But it's just like a really cool book, and I love the secret garden, both the book and the movie. So I'm really excited to give this one a try and see what I think about it. And it's a very quick read, so that should be a lot of fun. I found that one at Goodwill as well for $1. Now this next one I am so pumped about. I am a huge Alice in Wonderland fan. I love Alice in Wonderland. I have read the original Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass a bunch of times, and I adore them, and I'm such a sucker for different editions of Alice in Wonderland. I found this, the Wonderland collection. I think it's a Books A Million edition or whatever, and it has Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, A Tangled Tale, and Through the Looking Glass. It's this gorgeous edition. It's so beautiful. It has like this sort of raw edged pages, which usually I'm not a huge fan of, but this book, it looks so pretty. I found this at Goodwill for $1, and it's in incredible condition, and it's so pretty, and I have it sitting on the top shelf of my TBR cart on display with like my Alice in Wonderland mug with my bookmarks in it, and it's so cute. And I love having it on display and just having it sitting out so I can see it. It's just the prettiest. I mean, look how pretty this book is. I almost couldn't breathe when I found this at Goodwill. I was so excited. I can't even. Okay, so these next two books I'm going to show you all are from my book club that I go to. So we did a Christmas in July theme this week, and when we did that, we each brought 2 books, either from the bargain section or maybe something from our own collection we were gonna get rid of anyways or something like that. And we kind of we wrapped them up and then just put blurbs on the front, like basic one-word or small descriptions of what the books were, and then we kind of guessed and did a little bit of Dirty Santa, White Elephant, that kind of thing, and it was really fun. And so we each walked away with 2 books. And the cool thing is that these are 2 books that I am interested in. They're popular, but it's in a genre that I don't normally read. So it's nice to kind of get a couple of books for free that I don't normally read. So those are a Morgan Matson book, The Unexpected Everything. Now, Morgan Matson is like a huge darling on BookTube. Like, everybody seems to love her contemporary books. And I have never read any of her stuff. I have one other of her books. I can't remember which one I have. I think it's called Since You've Been Gone. I've got that one, and I still haven't read it yet. But this one, I'm excited about. I've heard good things about this too. Again, like, I don't normally read contemporaries. It's not a genre I normally read. So I'm excited to have a chance to read this. And this is actually a big book. This is a big one. So I'll have to find the right time to kind of read these, and I'm in the mood to try out some contemporaries. But I'm excited to have some contemporaries on my shelf to be able to try out and see what I think of them. I don't really know much about this one, except it has to do with political scandal and a dog walking job, and probably some romance in there. I think there's romance in there. I think almost all Morgan Matson books have romance. So that's the only thing I know about it. I know that's not very descriptive, I'm sorry, but it's really popular, and I've heard a lot about it and heard that it's good. So I'm excited about that one. This other one I'm very, very excited about, even though I don't really know a whole lot about it, and that is Love and Luck by Jenna Evans Welch. First of all, this book is beautiful. I just love the cover of it, and all I know is it's a romance, and it's about this girl who goes to Ireland, and she kind of goes throughout Ireland traveling and touring, and I guess the guy that's giving her the tour she falls in love with, I think. But the fact that it's just like a travel book and we'll go to all these different places in Ireland sounds amazing. I personally have never been to Ireland, but it's one of the places I would love to go. Scotland and Ireland are two places I would just, those are like the top places I would want to see. So I think this is going to be really cool to kind of be able to explore Ireland through this book. I think it'll be really neat. And it's such a pretty book, and it sounds like it'd be really cute. So I'm excited about that one too. So this next one is one last contemporary that I found. I've been filling my shelf with contemporary all of a sudden, which is really weird. But I found this one at Goodwill for $1, and it is Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell. And I don't know a whole lot about this one other than the fact it's like two misfits who fall in love. That's about all I know. And it looked really cute. I've heard about it before. Like, I've heard good things about it. It's in a really, really great, like, brand new condition. It was only $1. So I'm like, I might as well give it a try. It's only $1, so I might as well try it out and see what I think. But unfortunately, I don't know much more about this book than that, but that seems like enough, and I'm looking forward to trying it out sometime. I've got some great contemporaries to try out. Okay, these next books, I have 5 more books to show you. They all kind of fit a little bit of a, well, 4 of them fit a bit of a theme. One of these, this next one I'm going to show you, is one that I just picked up today, like an hour ago. And I randomly found it at Books A Million, and I had to buy it because I was so excited to see it in the clearance section because it is a massively popular book and I really want to read it. And that is Sadie by Courtney Summers. The only thing I know about this book is it's basically a murder mystery, kind of in a podcast form. So it's supposed to be about this guy who's doing a podcast about missing girls, I think. And in his own hometown, there's a girl who was murdered, and then her sister goes missing. But I think her sister goes missing because she knows who murdered her sister, and she's trying to like find and seek revenge on the killer, but she's gone missing in the process. And so it's this guy with this podcast who is searching for Sadie, and I think Sadie's the living sister who's gone missing. Anyways, it's supposed to be super intense, like really intense. It's supposed to have a lot of trigger warning type stuff in it. I don't remember. The trigger warnings I heard it was quite a long list, but it sounds like a really, really creepy, intense book, and I am pumped to try it out, and I got it for $6, brand new, so I couldn't pass it up because I've heard an obscene amount of good things about this book, and I've heard it's so good, and so intense, and so creepy, so I'm excited to try it out, and I'm excited to have it in my collection. I hope I love it as much as people are loving it. All right, the next one that I have purchased recently is also from Books A Million in the clearance section. I think I got it for $4, I believe. And that is called The Dead House by Dawn Kurtagich. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. I'm sorry. This book looks so stinking creepy, and I'm excited about this one. This one is about this large house. I don't know if it's like a school, I don't know. Basically, this fire happened years ago, and 3 teenagers died in the fire, and a mystery is kind of worked through to find out what caused the fire. And I think the person that caused the fire, like, they find her diary, and I think it's like different forms of, the stories told through psychiatric reports, witness testimonials, video footage, and a discovered diary. And as the mystery grows, the horrifying truth about what happened the night of the fire unfolds. So this sounds really creepy, really cool. It looks like it has all sorts of like different types of just the way it's written, like different like documents and dossiers and things. So it kind of reminds me a little bit of Illuminae files, but it's more like the mystery type thing. So this looks super cool. I've seen this in the clearance section at Books A Million for so long, and I kept hesitating picking it up for some reason, and then I finally bit the bullet and picked it up because it looks really creepy, looks so cool. I am excited to read this, hopefully this like Halloween season, because it seems perfect for that. Okay, these next two go together. They're the first and second book in a series. I've been wanting to read this series for such a long time because this is another one of BookTube's darlings. Like, this is a book series everybody raves about, and I've been dying to read it, and I finally ended up buying copies of it at full price because I never seem to see them on clearance or on sale, and I really want to read them soon, like especially over like the fall season. So I just went ahead and bought them because I really wanted it. So I got the Diviners and Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray. I have heard so many good things. I've heard this series is so creepy. I know it's set in the 1920s, and it follows either one person or a group of people that have powers, I think, to be able to like see ghosts or communicate with the dead, clairvoyancy, that kind of stuff. And it's supposed to be really creepy and really cool, lots of mystery, very Halloween-y. I'm very excited about this. This sounds exactly the kind of book I love, and I'm really excited about like the 1920 setting, and I believe it's set in New York as well. So it sounds really cool. So that's the first two. The third book is out as well. I think it's called When the Devil Breaks You or something like that. I do not have my hands on that one yet. And then the fourth book, which I think is the last book in the series, comes out this year, I believe. So I'm excited to finally dive into the Diviners because I have heard so many good things, and I'm excited to be creeped out a little bit. And it just sounds really cool. So I've got one more book to share with you. This is probably one of the most exciting books I found because it was so unexpected. I found this book at Goodwill, and my eyes popped out of my head when I saw this because this is another book I've heard so much about. It's not something that I normally lean towards. It is a historical fiction, which is not something I usually gravitate towards, but I've heard so many good things that I've been wanting to read it because I've heard it's a very impactful book. So I found this book in brand new condition, hardback, The Nightingale by Christine Hanna. I got this for $3. And I am so excited. Literally, my eyes bugged out of my head when I saw this. I saw the spine, and I was like, no, it can't be. And I pulled it out, and I was like, no way. And I held onto that thing for dear life. I was like, I'm buying this. So I'm really excited to try this out. I don't know when I'm going to get to read this yet because we're going to start going into like the fall season, and I'm more into like the creepy books, the mysteries, things like that during the fall season. So maybe in the winter I'll be in the mood to read maybe some historical fiction, but this, I'm excited to try this out, and I'm excited that I got this gorgeous copy for $3. I'm like, I had a field day at Goodwill. I mean, I found all five books in this book haul from Goodwill, like ridiculously cheap. So I'm a very happy camper. But I also need to really stop buying books because I'm running out of space on my shelves, and my TBR cart is full. I need to stop. This is getting ridiculous. Okay, those are all the books that I have gotten in the past week. I need to try to hold off buying books for a while probably, but I don't know if I can be stopped. I don't know what's wrong with me. This is not good. Have you bought any books recently? Let me know below. Or if you've read any of the books that I have shown today, let me know what you think about them. Please no spoilers, but just let me know if you really enjoyed them or what you thought about them. I would be excited to know. But on this side of the screen over here is my logo. If you click on that, you can subscribe to my channel and follow me on my book journey. On this side over here is another video if you feel like watching another right now. But thank you so much for watching. You rock, and don't forget to keep reading. Bye!